Welcome to Skate Club HQ Conversations. What we gonna do? We gonna speak the truth. We gonna speak the truth. And we gonna groove. Hey, and you know that boy groove. Alright, let's get started. Welcome to Skate Club, man. Harry, you in here, man. I see you. I'm about to request you, bro. I'm gonna get right into it, man. Ain't no reason to wait, you know what I'm saying? Skate Club come through. Whatever we say, we do. Come on, I got bars this morning, man. I'm excited. Oh! Wow!
Yeah.
Wow! Ooh!
Hey, Duncan.
What's up, man? Let me gas you up for just a second and be amazed that you are on the line, okay? If a basketball player was here and Michael Jordan walked in, everybody would flip out and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, Harry Abel, you are one of those people to me. So let me flip out and say, oh my God, Harry Abel is in the building, man. Gosh.
That's very nice for you to say. Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve that, bro. I'm gassed up this morning. I'm excited to skate today. You know, it's just a good day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Won't you be? Shout out to Mr. Rogers, my boy. Kamen is late, bro. He's supposed to be sitting in this chair right here, but he doesn't realize that Harry Abel is on the line. Okay, Harry. First of all, I'm gonna say I love your hairstyle, brother. You're looking good there.
Cheers.
The beard is looking good too. Cheers. Okay, this accent is wonderful too. I knew you had a swaggy accent too. Where are you at right now?
I'm just in my bedroom. It's like evening here. It's dark and rainy and cold.
Oh.
So I'm just having.
What country? I mean.
Oh, England.
England. Okay. Okay. My accent is terrible, bro. Take that as respect and love because I didn't mean to do you like that, bro. I'll do better next time. I'm bringing love from England. I'm in Olathe, Kansas right now. You heard of the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy? I'm like about 7 hours from wherever that movie was taken. You know? So Tay just joined. What's up? I know it's Harry Abel, man. So I gotta first say just thank you for allowing me to talk to you and be here. You know, it's
Thank you for having me.
It's amazing. So how did you discover Skate Club and like what made you a fan? Like
the sex.
Yeah. Oh. You can't make this up, people. You can't make it up. You heard it here first. Thank you, Harry. All right, elaborate a little bit.
Well, I think I first saw it when you must have tagged me in a clip, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I looked through the rest of your page and loads of my friends and skaters I like. So, you know, I followed and I've been enjoying the sex since.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds so much better when you say it. So I'm so grateful that people have just adopted these sayings that, like, you know, Skate Club is for the people, and you can tell I love skating, bro. You know?
The nuances, the little like bits that happen in between the skating.
Yeah, I have been a fan of you for years now. I discovered you via Dirtbox.
Yeah.
What is it exactly? What is your thing with it?
It's funny, actually. Lots of people think that me and my friend Scott Blackmore were Dirtbox, but yeah, we were part of it, but we're not Dirtbox. No.
Okay.
So Dirtbox is Sam Curry and Anthony Zinanos. They were the guys who started it, and Scott and I became part of it in 2014. So yeah, they were just really keen on what we were doing and just got in touch with us and said, we'd like to work with us all. That's like the DRC. And then from that, a friendship evolved, and Sam and Anthony asked if Scott and I would like to skate for them. And they were really cautious. They didn't want to take us away from the DRC at first. They really liked what we were doing, so they didn't want to interrupt it. But things just worked out the way they did. And yeah, I was really lucky to be like part of what they wanted to do, because it was great. Dirtbox, that box, so that's not here.
So it was 2014 that I remember I became a super fan. I'll tell you this, the first time I saw you skate, brother, you were skating Solomon's, which
Yeah.
was like still at the time the most, in my terms, thuggish thing you could do in the game is to find a pair of Solomons, have them look pretty fresh. Like yours looked like, you know, it wasn't like the old beat up. You had a fresh look on it. Like, so one, I know you did the work to find those skates. And so just for that, I said, this dude is a real one. He don't care about getting sponsored or nothing. He just here skating. And then the edit was like super simple. It was like the beginning of, like, I say, simple and creative skating. You know, I feel like, let me put some respect on you. You were one of the pioneers to me of like just seeing, going to the skate park everybody would go to, instead of doing a soul grind and a hard three top soul down it, you would walk up to the side of the ledge, you know, and in my head, you did the double tap on the ledge, like the double toes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then popped out to the you know what I'm talking about, bro. So that edit right there, if y'all know this song, what is it called? Because I always remember you have the ring on in the photo. That's how I remember the edit.
I can't remember what it's called because it's the postcode of the pub next to that skate park. The Dirtbox YouTube page.
Yeah.
And in the, I think the thing is that you can see the ring in the you know, the video.
Yeah, yes. If you see the ring in the video clip, it's the one I'm talking about. So there you're doing like zero Liu Kangs, and you do the first version of what me and you decided is the lockstep. Okay?
Yeah.
The escape club fans, if y'all didn't know, when you do a grind and you jump on, then you step off and then do something else. Harry Abel decided that from dancing culture, it's called the lockstep. So in that edit was the first time I seen you do Ayo Mock, lockstep, and then jump up to Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, 2014, bro. Only you and Nick Labar were doing this style of tricks. Like, where did that come from? How did you start thinking, and then not taking the ridicule of people saying you're not doing tricks and things, you know?
Well, it wasn't like, it certainly wasn't just me. So like all the DRC were kind of on that wave, and some of them earlier than even me and Scott. But like, yeah, Mike Simpson, Ben Woodcock, Scott Blackmore, Connor Skerritt, we were all.
Okay, Mike Simpson is another. I'm realizing that he's one of the pioneers, but he doesn't have enough credit because everybody mentions him, and he's one of my favorites, but I had to discover him by myself.
Yeah, I mean, he's amazing. The way his brain works for skating, it's incredible. It was just us and the friends, just trying to be creative. We really liked, around that time, we watched like the Shock video with like Kevin Yee a lot, listening to a lot of mushroom blading podcasts, and then like watching like Honey Baked and the Haitian stuff. So early.
Respect to Malcolm Hurd and Haitian Mag and all those cats, bro. They came to KCMO and changed the game in 2014, 2015 too. They were a big part of why skating is like it is now. So
a combination of like being influenced by those guys, like I don't know if I say his name right, Tin Lee.
Yeah.
Forecast on the 8s,
yes.
the bar KCMO section. It was all around like the same time. Probably like Broskow, to be fair, was kind of getting more and more creative around that time.
2014 was the year skating changed to this thing. Now it's like everyone, if you're skating and you skate now and you do any garnish or a sex, it's like you're kind of skating like Nick Labar. It's like he's a young godfather pioneer of like this new stylings, because he was one of the first people I ever seen like go full on, and he was skating with Alex Broskow and Sean Kelso and like the greats, and still just doing whatever he felt was his swag. He didn't follow nobody else. So I'm gonna put some respect on Nick Labar's name. He's gonna do an interview soon as well. He told me, we've talked, and he's gonna get on here and run his mouth because the people want to hear from Labar.
I'll be for sure. He is one of the most important skaters in my mind of like the last decade. From the 2010 to 2020, for sure.
What was it about the mushroom blading thing, or like?
Well, it's like Joey and Todd, I guess, who were the main guys doing the podcast, and then later on Leon Basin. And we weren't. I don't recall really watching much of their skating, but just the way they spoke about skating and like just kind of accepting, like having some humility and accepting the freedom, and like just definitely opened up like a few avenues of saying, hey, you don't just have to look at it this way. And we were kind of already in that way of thinking, and then but just having like media and stuff to support that idea is it like encouraging, you know? And
Yes.
we were really keen for ages. We would like do some skating and send it to them and be like, we really want you to see this. What do you think of this? Like we really wanted their validation. Those two and Leon Basin, like really important people in the last 10 years for sure.
Leon Basin is my inspiration to really wizard skate, and then young Drew and wizard skate. So I'm going to get some. I'm going to make it happen. I'm low-key campaigning for Wizard Skates to sponsor Skate Club Duncan Barnett and just bless me, low-key. Putting it out there again. Duncan Barnett is going to wizard skate. We got one of the greatest in the game, Simeon Turnbuckle, Colin Martin. I feel like he's in your category of pioneers of wild stylings.
I love Colin. He's so good. He's like our spiritual leader.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. I feel like I would give it to him right now, young Drew, Andrew Nemeros, because he's never going to talk to anyone, but he told me he'll talk through Duncan Barnett when he wants to say something. People want to know something. He said, ask me and I'll ask him. And he'll tell me, and I'll let y'all know. Like, say what's up to my boy Cam. He came through. He got a haircut, dog, looking cute, guy. Okay. Did you realize or feel that all the cool people around the world were feeling like you were the cool skater, pioneer dude?
No,
Not
definitely not. Not at all. No, I didn't think. I've never really felt like that, to be fair. Just try and do my thing, and that's it.
I feel like all of my favorite skaters have that mentality, and that's why I've been able to fall in love with their skating. Because skaters, man, we really hate on our own stuff, our own skating, and like you don't ever get the chance to appreciate what you do. So like I am here to tell you that you are one of our leaders, Harry Abel, just like you say. You know, Colin Martin's a spiritual leader to us, to me, Cayman, here, to KC Mo people. Harry Abel was one of those people. Like, yes, we looked at Harry Abel to get the swag. I'm at the park like, I'm about to Harry Abel, Cayman. Check this out. Check me out. And we appreciate what you do. First pair of skates, how did you get into aggressive skating?
I swapped a skateboard, a WWF skateboard, for some Vertex skates.
How old were you when this happened?
Maybe like 11, 12. I didn't even know the names of tricks or anything. I hadn't seen anyone else do it. So I remember like learning how to jump off curbs and like try and go backwards and then do 360s. And it wasn't until like 2 or 3 years later I moved cities, and in my new school I met someone with rollerblades who then showed me the Senate stand fast video, and I was like, oh my god, other people like do this.
You've seen the Senate video that inspired you. What was the first skater that you've seen that you like, that you got into that was like, this is the skater that I'm skating like?
There's two for me. Like, well, one's earlier and then one's later. Like initially, so after watching that Senate video, I saw the Solomon burning bridges video and Vinnie Minton. Oh. I wanted to be as steezy as Vinnie Minton. I wanted to do soils, cab drivers. I wanted to do everything like him.
He has the best right foot sex grind in the game. Vinnie Minton is a surprising one. I didn't see that coming from you. If y'all don't know, check out Hypey 1 and 2.
I love Brandon Campbell, Rob Thompson, like kind of the main influences as like a teenager.
Nick Labar's favorite skater is Brandon Campbell. Low key, it's like Brandon Campbell might be the beginning, swagging in it, but also not caring about his skating, but caring about the skating. He was the first one with that mentality, I feel.
For sure. I really liked his attitude, and he did different tricks. I think that's what made him stand out. Or he was doing similar stuff, but he made it look different somehow. I mean, as his story developed as well, like there was a big thing. He got like dropped and took loads of drugs and kind of gained loads of weight. I kind of liked that. That added to his character, I think.
Yeah.
He's my standout, and I just, yeah, I've learned True Top Souls exactly the same way that Brandon Campbell did them. Like Drew, Colin Martin, Danny Beer, Pat Ridder, Scott Blackmore, Mike Simpson, Leon Basin. I really like his skating. My friend Louis as well. In Canada, have a lot of great skaters. Stuart Bratty, Colin Bratty, both great.
Yeah, the Bratty brothers they're up there in my brother duos.
The Kelsos, forgot about those guys.
Oh, he got the basement on now. Respect. Low key, hear that Basement saved rollerblading. Or in a way, Basement just changed the VOD game, swag, style, merchandise. You know, like at a time where it was looking real bleak for us.
I couldn't, like, getting to see their skating in real person was just absolutely wild. Like, to see them do a trick in real life, it was like, nah.
Because when you see your favorite skater do a soul grind, it's different. Or when you see them miss, or you see them try a new trick, like to watch Colin Kelso or Sean try a new trick, every try looks beautiful. It doesn't even want to land beautiful. I want to learn how to save a three. I'll say this, it took me like a month to get to normal skating level with Sean and Colin, you know, and Alex, to like be able to like get outside myself and like not just be super mesmerized by them, you know, skating in front of me or something.
Well, I had 4 days and I had to film all through those 4 days. So I think I
So I remember reading something or something you said where you said that you kind of felt out of place when the Kelso brothers asked you to be in the edit. Like you didn't feel like you were on the level, but they were the ones that were like, no, Harry Abel, you're Harry Abel and you're supposed to be here because you're Harry Abel and stop playing. Is there any truth to that story?
So I got the invite through Pat initially. So I think like Pat went a long way to like getting me over there.
So where did you go?
So for Fish Guys 4. It was surreal to stand in skate parks that I've seen growing up, like for the last 15 years, like Sean and Colin Kelso, and I was like, okay, I've got to do something on here, have I? Like what? They're both really nice people that made me feel like at home, very welcome. Sean is like one of the easiest people I filmed with. He just is like down, really positive, really good at filming, really funny, like keeps the spirits up, and yeah, it was awesome.
So, what do you do outside of skating?
So actually, I studied music through like college and university. Did digital, creative music production. The course was called, so like digital sound and some kind of like philosophical underpinning to the music he was making. But I wrote music, kind of like ambient, weird stuff. I don't really share it.
So I want to ask you right here, Harry Abel, can me, Harry Abel, and Duncan Burnett do a creative music production collab?
For sure, yeah, let's go. I did play the bass. I was in a tribute band called Rage Against the Coke Machine as a teenager.
Rage Against the Coke Machine?
Yeah. I played the bass in that, but I played the bass really badly.
Killing in the name of. That's what another thing that I liked about your edits, because it was like, it wasn't like a whole bunch of lyrics. And like, even in my stuff, I've been loving skating and instrumentals because like, I feel like the words be getting in the way of like the skating. I'll be watching some videos and like, bro, I got to turn it down to enjoy the vibes. Man, I'm having fun speaking to Harry Abel, bro. This is good. So
in that, like from 2010 to 2013, it was, yeah, like my experience of skating was quite, I don't know, like quite dry. I think we were all really, really, really bored of like the content that was available. So we made content so we could just watch it.
Like skating now, the Skating Now show, like you can tell who been skating and who ain't been on the skates.
My first trick I did when I got there, I hurt my ankle. Like really badly. I had to just ice it the whole time.
Thanks for coming through, because your clips are hot in Fish Guys 4.
Thank you.
It's my favorite one besides Fish Guys 2 for nostalgic reasons. 4 is easily the best skating all the way through. Yeah.
But yeah, really, I'm just like a fan, and I happen to work in a skate shop and help people buy the right skates. Loco skates.
I'm gonna come to Locos and hang out with Harry Abel. I'm gonna have. I have to buy skates from you. That'll be an amazing thing, and I'll video it and then make a blog out of it. The current skates available on the market, and which one is your favorite, and which one is selling a lot in the shop?
My favorite skate is a really obvious one. It's like them skates. I mean, them skates. The 909. It's like a independently designed skate with an Intuition liner, and the Dannies are going to be amazing. So, 2 best-selling skates is probably the Rose SM12 and the USD Aeon 60, at least in the UK.
What are you riding?
Well, I have some of them skates now.
Which one?
I have a 908, like the black with grey eyelets.
I have the 908s too.
Yeah, I think Eugen is right, and like Solomon had so much money, like it makes sense that they are really, really good. They're just really, really good. They're so responsive. They're really close to your feet. Like everything about
fit-wise, they were great.
Yeah, I mean, fit-wise, I've never had another skate that fits as well as a Solomon. Like imagine going into a shoe shop and having to get a shoe that's slightly too big or slightly too small.
Yes, every time, and like having to, make that concession. I
don't miss them, and my attitude towards what I'm trying to like be perceived as a rollerblader is different now. And when I look across the market and see who's doing like what I like, I really like what them skates are doing.
What's your best trick?
The best trick.
Or Pat Ritter said, "What's the trick that you can do blind?" Mine is a back Royce. What's the Harry Abel grind?
The Harry Abel grind is like the kind of back Savannah.
That one you could not skate for 10 years and do that first try.
If I need to do something on something, I just go, okay, I'll do that.
To start, like we did the park skating, we got our skills up. Now we're looking to take them to the streets and give the people some street clips in the sex tape.
I'm starting to put mine on Instagram so then I can have it on Instagram and then also tag the location. I was trying to use Google Maps. A bit like Google Maps Google Maps lets you tag a location but doesn't let you add a photo. So I thought, yeah, Instagram. But be careful if you upload like 50 at a time, Instagram will take your account down.
Favorite skate video?
Forecast on the 8s.
I talked to young Drew about it, like, yo, I can't find it because I was typing in FORE, and you have to type in the number 4 to even find it on the internet. But that video to me is very slept on for the design elements, the things how he was doing in between, the editing and the tricks have just.
I love that video. It's like test the time. Like you'll be able to watch that in 50 years and it will still be good. Scott Blackmore is really slept on for sure. We used to call him Scott Clipmore because he'd come away with like 20, 30 clips like every session. He can just do stuff. He's amazing.
To just say, there's very few super tall, lanky dudes who can just swag. Scott Blackmore, he kills that thing, and then he'll do like Garnish. He'll do the creative footwork and set slides into walls and stuff, but then he'll also drop a handrail, and then he'll also do some really tech thing on a hubba ledge or something, and like Scott, what?
If you put all of Scott's clips together, like you're like, why? Yeah, why hasn't he got a pro skate? Like,
man, Scott Blackmore, I want to get you on so we can put some respect on your name. Pretty much every Harry Abel clip fits. Okay, so but instead of reclipping all the things you post, I just say please go watch Harry Abel's things. So what has been and how have you been feeling going through your old stuff and posting and like seeing those vibes and stuff? What has that process been like for you?
It mostly just makes me miss it, actually. Like, so like Scott and I, all of my friends. I mean, I've got people here that I skate with, as do other people, but it's not quite the same as like being with your your proper friends, hey?
Yeah. I feel like Skate Club could have inspired Harry Abel to show us some more skating.
I think it did. I sit in the balance of like not trying to be too attention-y, but then also like trying to
Show what
highlight.
you do.
Yeah,
Like,
just
yeah.
I think my thinking was a lot of the skating that I've done is like hidden in like lots of different edits, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to
Who films you most of these times?
kind of originally it's basically like Scott Blackmore has usually been the one with the camera, and Mike Simpson too. But me and Scott filmed a lot of that Dirtbox stuff together. But then yeah, I've like filmed with Pat Ridder, with Sean Kelso, Ryan Gillett.
Yeah, he's nice.
And most of the stuff is probably me filming Scott, but there'll be a few like Ben Woodcock would come out and film, a guy called Mike Pachapsky, and then Mike Simpson. Scott and I lived together for like maybe like a year and a half, so that's when a lot of filming got done with just us two.
Think Dirtbox will ever make a resurgence?
Well, it kind of has. And Sam, who was Dirtbox, he about a year later started up a new company called Muzzle, and yeah, that's like his new thing. So if you're like a Dirtbox fan and you don't know where it's gone, just like look for Muzzle.
Favorite video that came out in 2020?
But I mean, I'm struggling to even remember what's come out. I mean, the new John Pino thing was really good. That was really good. I don't know if it's my favorite because I can't remember off the top of my head what I have and haven't seen, but yeah, that was really impressive. Really impressive edit.
You had one thing or a thing to tell to your young skater self, what would it be?
Be a bit more patient. I was always really keen to do my ideas, get them in a timeline on my computer, and get them on the internet. I sometimes wonder what would have happened if I'd saved stuff up for like 2 or 3 years.
Seen La Sex Tape Volume 1?
Is that your video?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but you should send it to me like now.
I'm going to send it to you. It's me skating. So I say a lot of things and I put a lot of things out there. So I like to show people that I'm the first listener to whatever I'm saying. Like I'm going hard for it. Me and Cameron is out here in the streets skating. We making the shirts. Like I'm really doing it. It's not like I'm just talking. Like I'm inspired by you and the others. So I put together an edit. No excuses for anybody who say, you can't put out quality skating with the things you got. All we got is iPhones and a gimbal. All the beats, all the videos you'll see from I'm doing all my own music.
That's the way forward, and then you got no like copyright issues online. Like then it's just yours.
Yes. If you had to say something to the skaters and the game now before I let you go, what would be the thing that you would say? Inspirational thing to say, or if anything like that. What you got? Anything.
I'm gonna steal something.
Yes.
And so I sometimes say this to people who come in the shop, and usually it's not aggressive skaters. It's like, you know, middle-aged adults who are coming to buy skates to just roll around. I think it's an interview that Mushroom Blading did with someone but he said something along the lines of like, other than being able to attach wings to your arms and fly, like what's better than being able to attach wheels to your feet?
Come on, let's clap. That was wonderful. Yes.
It's not original. Someone else said that, but I love it so much, and I feel that every time I put my skates on and I'm fully in tune with my body, I'm just like, wow, yeah, this is amazing.